Yes, I am finally going to review the Super Mario Bros. NES game, the one that started it all. And to tell you the truth, this was actually my very first game I ever played when I was younger, and I beat it 8 years ago. That's right, 2011. And when I beat this game, it's been nearly 34 years since this first game came out. Alden, his games changed us for a very long time for the entire franchise. You pretty much know all the history of Mario, but those of you who are new at this, let me give you the basic plot. The Mushroom Kingdom was ruled by a Princess Toadstool, aka Princess Peach, which she's called in the future, was kidnapped by a King Koopa, aka Bowser, and with his army. You have Goombas, Koopas, Piranhas, even Lakitus and Hammer Bros, even Cheep Cheeps are all over the place. Turn innocent mushroom people into, like what they say in the manual, into blocks. Until one day a heroic plumber named Mario shows up comes to save the Mushroom Kingdom. You basically know the entirety of the game. It's up to Mario to go throughout all 7 stages. Using each capsule to defeat Bowser. And the worthless Toad says, but our princess is in another castle. Sure, some of the stages will look exactly the same, but they'll be basically different. That's why they remastered this game for the Super Nintendo. All with better graphics and better design. They also redid this one on the Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on the Game Boy Color, which is basically the same thing. And you have to find hidden secrets, which, believe me, if you want to beat the game faster, you can find hidden secrets and warp pipes. And to get to the very final stage, which I obviously did. But if you're like a pro like I am, you could go throughout all 7 stages to get to the very end. You'll also end up in a underwater stage to have fire powers to use on your enemies of the bloopers as well. And you collect coins for extra lives. This game is just plain and simple. You're just playing Mario when he takes one hit until he loses powers. Take another hit, he'll die. And you go back to the beginning of the stage. And pretty soon later on, the stages will become a little bit more challenging and more harder. Especially World 3-1, where you have to jump on springs, and you're never going to know where you're going to land at. And always at the time to jump on those Koopa shells, or they'll hit you right back and you'll die instantly. And you get invisible star power that can only last for like a few seconds to make you invisible, while easily wiping out the enemies quickly as possible. And each end of the level, you jump on the pole and get enough high scores for extra lives. This is pretty much a plain and simple review. Because that's basically all you do, is jump platform to platform to every classic video game that everybody knows about Mario. Jump here and there. If you screw up, then it's your own fault that not focusing on the gameplay. sometimes Bowser will become a bit more of a challenge. He'll, well, not only fire, but hammers. And sometimes there'll be different enemies that look like Bowser, that are fake Bowsers. Which turns out to be either the Goombas or Rackatoo Spinies. They'll be fine enemies too, which makes the game even harder to do. Sometimes you'll go down the drain pipes and you'll find hidden secrets of more coins and hidden vines that go upwards. And jump on bullet bills too. Anyways, let's cut to the chase to the very end of the game. And the final stage will become really hard and challenging. And you have to make sure you get all your powers, because the last stage becomes really the toughest one. And to unavoidable hammer bros that'll throw hammers at you. If you have fireballs, also make sure you aim at them. And the last part will be even harder to jump over the longest side of the stage. Then the final level will make you have a choosing which way you're supposed to go, and it makes a ringing noise. But it's on the Super Nintendo. If you choose the wrong path, you have to start all over. Choose the right path, you'll finally defeat Bowser as the final boss. All of them are pretty much the same thing. And use your fireballs on Bowser, or just run underneath him. And throw the eggs right behind them. Plain and simple, you finally get to the very end of the game. And you finally rescue Princess Toadstool from all your troubles. And that's pretty much the entirety of the game. Plain and simple. But if you play the game again, you'll play it on harder mode. This game is fabulously fun and great. The music's actually pretty good, even though you'll be hearing the same thing over and over again. At least in other future Mario games, we get different types of music. This is one of the best ones that came out in 1985, and our favorite childhood dreams to younger kids from their early ages of 10 or 20. This game is no exception to being one of the best ones out there. But believe it or not, even at eBay or most likely online, it could be expensive for $30 or $40. Because the most interesting classic NES Mario games, including Dr. Mario, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, even Super Mario World for the SNES can be quite expensive. If you have a eBay card or printer to print out these copies of games. Anyways, thanks for listening and for me to talk about the greatest game in history in 1985. Even though lots of people that have already reviewed this game before already know this is the greatest one from our favorite childhood dreams that come true. Scars to the life of that spooky music. Anyways, thanks for listening, and I'll see you around, folks. Leave a like and subscribe.